The way I came to work at Simmons and Fletcher is actually kind of an interesting story. In 1994, I answered a blind ad on a job board at the law school and came down here, and I walked in and sat down with the senior litigator at the time, who looked at me and said, "Here's what I'm going to do. I'm giving people who want this opportunity a tryout. I'll give you a motion, you draft a response. If I like your response, I will call you. If I don't like your response, I will mail you a check and I'll pay you $10 an hour for your time. Are you interested? There's 2 other people doing this right now." And I said, "Yeah, I'm definitely interested." And as I was walking out the door, he says, "Oh, by the way, you need to know, this is just a law clerk position. There's no opportunity to develop into a permanent job." So I am now the current managing partner of Simmons and Fletcher 30 years later, and I'm apparently the longest running temporary employee in the history of America. Wow. I answered a blind ad, and it didn't say anything about Simmons and Fletcher being a Christian law firm. I probably wouldn't have answered that ad if I'd have known it at that point in my life, because I was happy being lost. And then I went to work at Simmons and Fletcher, and Simmons and Fletcher went to work on me. I recognized from the start that the partners saw that there was a lot more to being a Christian lawyer than there was to just being a lawyer. Our role was not just to go out and make money, but it was to help people, and it was find ways to help people even when it wasn't a profitable thing for us. I definitely credit Robert Simmons and Keith Fletcher with bringing me back to where I was supposed to be. The most rewarding thing about being a lawyer, I find, is that moment when you reach a favorable settlement or judgment on behalf of your client, and you can just kind of see the stress and the worry and the concern drain out of their face, and finally they feel a moment of clarity. That moment when they thank you and you realize that you have just guided somebody through what has probably been one of the toughest moments of their life. If you've been hurt in an accident and it's somebody else's negligence that caused that accident, give us a call. Here at Simmons and Fletcher, our firm isn't just a business, it's our testimony.